We'll take a look at flow designs within ManyChat on how to create a bookmarking system so you can uh, arbitrarily leave users anywhere within your flow on whichever condition. In this particular use case, we're going to use the use case of, hey, this person typed a response in the bot instead of clicking the quick response. So using capturing that and dropping the user into the appropriate spot in the flow. So here is the flow itself. I'm supposed to click the button. So instead, I'm going to type in continue. Continue. Whoop. I'm going to type in continue, and this should bring me to the end of the flow. So here it does what I expected. Normally this would break a normal flow, but in this case I have an overworked system to bring the user back into the expected spot. Again, the bot is my bot on this account is very limited, so there could be other issues if you don't clean up things as you go along. But we'll talk about that as we look through as we walk through our flow here. So really, when designing the flow, you're relying on keywords and tags in order to get where you need to go. So the first conditional, so keywords and conditionals, the first conditional here, we're looking to see if we started the flow itself. In this case, if the new user is new, they'll go down and start the flow. And if the user has gone through this already, they would have already been bookmarked, so they would go through the top flow if they're resuming the flow. My naming convention that I use here is I name my starting tag the same name as the flow itself. So in this case, it's just bookmarks for both. So I'm checking on this one. Is this conditional started? Is this tag here? Then in this case, we'll say no, and then we go down here, and then we enter our starting flow. So hi, welcome to my flow. Part of the design, the next step in the design is to isolate all of your quick response buttons into their own window, inside of their own message block. So that you can manage your tags going into it. So this lets us know this is kind of a saved point within the flow to let us know, okay, we have the bookmarks tag, so we started already, and now we added the BM1 tag, so this is our checkpoint here. So in this case, for this particular design, we want the user to come back in here after this point. So we know that they came in and they typed in this word, so then we want to drop them back in to the next step. That's where this conditional series goes. So we drop from here to here, and we check, does the user have this bookmark tag? It's kind of confusing because I call these bookmarks, and I named everything bookmarks, so you're like, whoa, which is he talking about? Well, anyway, so does this tag exist? And if it does, let's clean up after ourselves, okay? So that if we have a longer series, that it would go past this point. So let's clean up after ourselves. And since this is the end of my flow, you'll only want to remove the starting tag, the starting bookmark. You only want to remove that towards the end. So because it is the end, I will also remove that, and then we'll come back to here. So that's the design in the design phase. Now, in order to get this operational, you'll need to add a keyword, at least operational for this use case. You need to add a keyword, and you need to add a rule. So if we look at our rule, let's look at keywords first. Here, if the messages continue, then we do one action, and that is to add a tag. Then let's look over at our rules. When this keyword is applied. So the name you can imagine here, I use KW for keyword and then underscore the name of the flow. When that tag is applied, I want to start the flow itself. So this will start the flow, and then you remove the keyword. So it's very important that in this case, that you're very disciplined in removing your tags when appropriate, or else you'll run into a mess, especially once your bot grows with complexity. So that is it. That's the sequence. That's how I set everything up in order to have bookmarks within my ManyChat bot. If you have any questions, let me know. My name is Ronaldo Figueroa, and thanks for your time.